Sudiksha Konanki was a bright, beautiful 20-year-old. A student at the University of Pittsburgh, she was full of life and laughter. Sudiksha had saved up for months for a spring break trip to Punta Cana. She was joining a group of friends in the Dominican Republic. They were ready for a week of sun, sand, and fun. Sudiksha's family was excited for her. They knew this trip meant the world to her. What they didn't know was that it would be the last time they saw their daughter. The group arrived in Punta Cana and quickly settled into their vacation routine. Days were spent lounging by the pool, sipping tropical drinks, and exploring the beautiful beaches. On the night of March 4, 2025, Sudiksha and her friends decided to head to a local nightclub. They were young, carefree, and ready to enjoy their night. Security footage shows Sudiksha and her friends walking towards the beach in the early morning hours. What happened next remains a chilling mystery. Only her friends returned to the resort. Sudiksha had vanished. The resort staff was alerted, and a frantic search began. Hours turned into days, and the fear for Sudiksha's safety grew with each passing moment. The idyllic paradise had transformed into a nightmare. Sudiksha's disappearance sent shockwaves across 2 continents. Her family, thousands of miles away, was left grappling with unimaginable fear and uncertainty. Joshua Ryby, a senior at St. Cloud State University, Minnesota, crossed paths with Sudiksha and her group that fateful night. According to Ryby, they met on the beach after the club. They talked, laughed, and shared drinks under the starlit sky. Ryby claims they even kissed. As the night wore on, and the drinks flowed, Ryby says he and Sudiksha decided to go for a swim. They were young, caught up in the moment, and perhaps not thinking clearly. Ryby, a trained lifeguard, recounted a terrifying ordeal to the authorities. He claims a large wave crashed into them, pulling them out to sea. He remembers struggling to stay afloat, the current pulling them further from shore. Ryby says he fought to save Sudiksha, holding her under his arm as he swam against the current. He claims he managed to bring her back to shallower water, to where they could stand. He says he placed her in front of him as they reached knee-deep water. He turned around to gather their things. When he turned back, Sudiksha was gone. The Dominican authorities launched a full-scale investigation into Sudiksha's disappearance. Divers scoured the turquoise waters while search parties combed the beaches. Every piece of evidence was scrutinized, every lead pursued. The investigation quickly focused on Joshua Ryby. He was the last person to see Sudiksha alive. His account of that night became central to the case. Ryby cooperated with the authorities, but his story raised more questions than it answered. How could a trained lifeguard lose sight of someone he was trying to save? Why were there no witnesses to this alleged struggle in the water? The Dominican authorities, while not naming Ryby as a suspect, confiscated his passport. He was not allowed to leave the country. The investigation continued, a complex web of forensic analysis, witness testimonies, and international collaboration. Weeks have turned into months, and Sudiksha Konanki is still missing. The search for her continues, but hope is fading with each passing day. Her family clings to the slimmest possibility that she is still alive. They have traveled to the Dominican Republic, tirelessly searching for any sign of their daughter. They have made heartfelt pleas for information, desperate for any clue that could lead them to Sudiksha. Was it a tragic accident, as Joshua Ryby claims, or is there something more sinister at play? The mystery surrounding Sudiksha's disappearance continues to baffle investigators, leaving more questions than answers. Sudiksha's story is a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of paradise. It is a story that continues to unfold, shrouded in mystery and heartbreak. Until Sudiksha is found, the truth, much like her whereabouts, remains elusive, a chilling echo in the paradise lost.